Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. As we enter another month, it's time again to take a look at the upcoming 4K Blu-ray releases. May is shaping up to be another packed month with a wide variety of new and catalogue titles coming to the 4K format. Let's take a look at the May release calendar. We start off with the 2006 movie Smokin' Aces, which is heading on to 4K Blu-ray on the 2nd of May in the UK, the 3rd of May in the US and Canada, and the 6th of June in Scandinavian countries. The US is additionally receiving a 15th anniversary limited edition Best Buy exclusive steelbook on the 3rd of May, with some colourful artwork featuring the main cast. The tech specs for this release include a HDR10 and a DTS:X soundtrack. Disney's Turning Red is arriving onto 4K Blu-ray on the 2nd of May in the UK and the 3rd of May in the US. Whilst the UK is only getting a standard version, the US is also receiving a standard release, plus a Target exclusive art edition that includes exclusive artwork and limited edition decals, alongside a Best Buy exclusive steelbook that features alternate artwork. Tech specs for all releases include HDR10 and a Dolby Atmos soundtrack. The Alfred Hitchcock Classics Collection Volume 2 4K Blu-ray box set is coming out on the 9th of May in the UK and the 10th of May in the US and Canada. This release will include 5 films from the legendary director: Saboteur, Shadow of a Doubt, The Trouble with Harry, Marnie and Family Plot, all presented with new 4K restorations and HDR10 colour gradings. Additional international releases for the box set include an Australian release on the 11th of May and a German and Italian release on the 19th of May. Each title will also receive a standalone 4K Blu-ray release in the US and Canada on the 10th of May and in Scandinavian countries on the 23rd of May, but sadly no standalone releases in the UK or elsewhere. Video game adaptation Uncharted gets a 4K Blu-ray release on the 9th of May in the UK and the 10th of May in the US and Canada. Each country is also receiving a 4K steelbook release, which is a Zavvi exclusive in the UK, all featuring artwork similar to the film's IMAX poster. The US version also comes with a replica Sig Parvis Magna Ring, just like Nathan Drake wears. Tech specs for all versions include Dolby Vision and a Dolby Atmos soundtrack. David Attenborough's Planet documentaries are getting an Amazon exclusive 4K Blu-ray box set in the UK on the 9th of May, dubbed the Planet Collection. The set will contain 5 series: Planet Earth 2, Blue Planet 2, 7 Worlds 1 Planet, A Perfect Planet and The Green Planet. Tech specs wise, 3 series contain Dolby Atmos soundtracks with the exception of Planet Earth 2 and Blue Planet 2, which contain DTS 5.1 tracks. All will feature HDR10. German label Turbine Media are also releasing new Ultimate Edition 4K sets for the 2000 movie Pitch Black on the 13th of May, after previously coming out in the US and UK in 2020. This set is limited to 2,222 copies, and this set is limited to 1,111 copies. Both will contain 1 4K disc and 2 Blu-ray discs, plus the 180-page book The Origin of the Riddick Universe, a lobby card set, an A2 movie poster, and an ID and uniform patch replica. The only difference between the 2 sets is the packaging artwork. Both sets will feature Dolby Vision HDR and German and English Dolby Atmos soundtracks. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, starring James Stewart and John Wayne, comes out on 4K Blu-ray on the 16th of May in the UK and the 17th of May in the US. The US version is releasing as part of the Paramount Presents line and will feature a slipcover that folds out to show the original poster artwork, similar to previous releases in this line. The UK release is a Zavvi exclusive standard version with no slipcover. This title is also getting a release in Germany and Italy on the 19th of May and in France on the 24th of May. All releases will include a brand new 4K restoration of the film presented in Dolby Vision HDR. In celebration of its 35th anniversary, Paramount are releasing Beverly Hills Cop 2 onto 4K Blu-ray on the 16th of May in the UK and the 17th of May in the US and Canada. The 4K disc will carry a Dolby Vision HDR colour grading and a DTS 5.1 soundtrack. This title is also receiving a release in Germany on the 19th of May and in Australia on the 15th of June. Infinite, starring Mark Wahlberg, gets a 4K Blu-ray release in the US on the 17th of May after previously coming out last month in the UK. Tech specs for the US version include Dolby Vision HDR and a Dolby Atmos soundtrack. This title will also be getting a 4K release in Germany on the 30th of June. John Carpenter's Escape from New York is getting a 4K Blu-ray release in the US on the 17th of May from Shout Factory, with 3 editions, a standard version, a collector's edition and a Shout Factory exclusive collector's edition. The collector's edition will include the 3-disc 4K and Blu-ray set with a slipcover, a limited edition rolled poster of the original theatrical artwork and a 7-inch exclusive clear with blue splatter vinyl featuring music from the film. The Shout Factory exclusive collector's edition contains all the same contents but includes an additional 5 enamel pins which are housed in a keepsake box with a custom backer card. All editions will feature a new Dolby Atmos soundtrack which the previous 4K releases didn't include and a Dolby Vision HDR colour grading. 1996's The Craft is arriving onto 4K Blu-ray on the 17th of May in the US and Canada, also courtesy of Shout Factory. The release will feature a brand new 4K restoration of the film from the original camera negative by Sony Pictures. With the previous Blu-ray release looking good, this has the potential to look fantastic in native 4K. If you order this release directly from shoutfactory.com, you will receive an exclusive 18-inch by 24-inch rolled poster featuring the original theatrical artwork, which is available while supplies last. Lionsgate are releasing a new Best Buy exclusive 4K steelbook for the 2016 film Hell or High Water on the 17th of May. The steelbook has some nice artwork featuring the lead cast members alongside a transparent slipcover. The tech specs will match the previous 4K release with Dolby Vision HDR and a DTS 5.1 soundtrack. King Richard is getting another 4K Blu-ray release on the 19th of May, this time in Germany, courtesy of Eurovideo. Tech specs include English and German Dolby Atmos soundtracks. There's no 4K release for the UK as of yet, which is a bit of a slap in the face for us, but this new German release is an easy way to get hold of this title for European fans. The 1992 classic horror film Candyman is arriving onto 4K Blu-ray on the 23rd of May in the UK from Arrow and the 24th of May in the US from Shout Factory. The UK Arrow release is a limited edition set that includes a 40-page booklet reproducing the original hand-painted storyboards, a fully illustrated collector's booklet featuring new writing on the film, 6 original UK lobby card reproductions and a reversible sleeve and poster featuring original and new artwork. The US Shout Factory release is a standard version, and if you order it directly from shoutfactory.com, you'll get an exclusive 18-inch by 24-inch rolled poster featuring the original theatrical artwork, which is available while supplies last. Both releases carry a Dolby Vision HDR colour grading and a Dolby Atmos soundtrack. Turbine Media are also releasing this title in Germany on the 23rd of May with 3 media books that feature different artwork. These releases will feature Dolby Vision HDR but don't carry the new Dolby Atmos soundtrack. Stephen King's Cat's Eye is getting a 4K Blu-ray release by Studio Canal in the UK on the 23rd of May, in France on the 25th of May and in Australia on the 13th of July. This release will carry a new 4K restoration presented with the HDR10 colour grading. 1998's Wild Things, directed by John McNaughton, is hitting 4K Blu-ray on the 23rd of May in the UK and the 24th of May in the US, with 3 different editions. There is the limited edition set, which contains an illustrated collector's booklet featuring new writing on the film, a double-sided fold-out poster, 6 double-sided lobby card reproductions, and a reversible sleeve featuring original and newly commissioned artwork. Then there is the limited deluxe edition, which contains the same contents but includes a steelbook case instead of the standard Amaray case, along with alternate packaging artwork. And lastly, there is the standalone steelbook, which is the same design as the one that features in the limited deluxe edition. The standalone steelbook and limited deluxe edition are Zavvi exclusives in the UK. All releases will feature new 4K restorations of both the original theatrical version and the unrated edition from the original camera negatives by Sony Pictures Entertainment, presented in Dolby Vision HDR along with the original uncompressed stereo and DTS 5.1 audio options. James Wan's thriller Malignant is heading on to 4K Blu-ray on the 23rd of May in the UK and the 24th of May in the US. The 4K disc will carry a HDR10 colour grading and a DTS 5.1 soundtrack. Jack Ryan Movies, Patriot Games and The Sum of All Fears are getting standalone 4K Blu-ray releases in the UK on the 23rd of May and in the US and Canada on the 24th of May. These 2 titles were released as part of a 5-film collection back in 2018, along with standalone releases in other European countries, and these new releases should carry the same tech specs with Dolby Vision HDR and Dolby True HD 5.1 soundtracks. If you enjoy this type of content, why not consider subscribing and hitting the like button, as I have new videos out regularly, including reviews of the latest 4K releases. Matt Reeves' The Batman is arriving onto 4K Blu-ray on the 24th of May in the US and the 13th of June in the UK. The US is receiving a standard version, a Best Buy exclusive steelbook with a question mark design, and a Walmart exclusive gift set that includes deluxe packaging. The UK is receiving a standard version and a HMV exclusive limited edition deluxe steelbook, which also features the question mark design and includes 3 discs with a Blu-ray bonus extra content disc that contains 15 minutes of additional extra content exclusive to HMV, plus 4 premium art cards in a bespoke sleeve and a slipcase that contains the sleeve and steelbook. There are also 2 other steelbooks which feature some nice alternate designs that are releasing in other European countries. There's this one which is coming out in Germany and Italy, and this one which is coming out in France and Italy. Tech specs for all versions include Dolby Vision HDR and a Dolby Atmos soundtrack. Norwegian disaster movie The Burning Sea is coming out onto 4K Blu-ray in the US on the 24th of May, courtesy of Magnolia Pictures. This movie previously came out onto 4K in Germany towards the end of March under the title The North Sea, but that release was only SDR with a DTS 5.1 soundtrack. With this new release though, the front cover states Dolby Vision HDR and a Dolby Atmos soundtrack, meaning this will be the superior version. It's currently unknown whether the Atmos track is in English or Norwegian. With an Atmos track included, this has the potential to be a great disc. Universal Studios are releasing Ray Donovan the Movie onto 4K Blu-ray on the 24th of May in the US. Little bit surprised to see this title coming out onto the 4K format, considering seasons 4 to 7 of the TV show haven't even been released onto Blu-ray. But fans of the series may be pleased to see this get a physical 4K release. The tech specs are still to be announced for the 4K disc. The 1985 science fiction horror Life Force is hitting 4K Blu-ray on the 24th of May in the US and Canada, courtesy of Shout Factory. The release will carry a brand new 4K restoration of the theatrical cut of the film from the original negative on the 4K Blu-ray discs, alongside a new 4K restoration of the director's cut of the film from an interpositive on another Blu-ray disc. Tech specs for this release include Dolby Vision HDR and a Dolby Atmos soundtrack. Sony Pictures are re-releasing the 2016 film Passengers onto 4K Blu-ray on the 24th of May. The only difference with this new version is that it won't include the 3D Blu-ray. Apart from that, everything else should be identical to its previous releases, with HDR10 and a Dolby Atmos soundtrack. 2022's Best Picture Oscar winner, Coda, is getting a 4K Blu-ray release on the 25th of May in Italy from Eagle Pictures. The disc will feature a HDR10 colour grading and an English DTS 5.1 soundtrack, plus English subtitles. This appears to be the only physical 4K release for this title as of now. Action thriller The 355 gets a 4K Blu-ray release in France on the 25th of May from M6 Video, after previously releasing in Germany in April. The German release carried a HDR10 colour grading and a Dolby Atmos soundtrack, but the tech specs are still to be announced for this French release. Roland Emmerich's Moonfall is receiving its first European 4K Blu-ray release in Germany on the 27th of May with a standard version and an Amazon exclusive steelbook. Tech specs for both releases include HDR10 and a Dolby Atmos soundtrack. This title is also coming out in France on the 9th of June with the steelbook version, and in Scandinavian countries on the 4th of July with the standard version. Second Sight are releasing the 2011 movie Drive onto 4K Blu-ray on the 30th of May in the UK with the standard and limited edition versions. The limited edition set will include premium box set packaging with new artwork, a 240-page hardback book, the original novel with exclusive new artwork and 7 collector's art cards. Both versions will feature a brand new 4K master produced by the original post-production company and approved by the director, with a Dolby Vision HDR grade completed by the film's original colorist, alongside a new Dolby Atmos soundtrack. Leonine Films did previously release this title on 4K Blu-ray in Germany at the end of last year, but that release did have its issues, particularly with the picture carrying an overbearing yellow tint. So hopefully this new release from Second Sight will be up to par and do the film justice. Kino Lorber are releasing 2 classic Clint Eastwood westerns, A Fistful of Dollars and For a Few Dollars More, onto 4K Blu-ray on the 31st of May. Both titles have undergone extensive shot-by-shot colour grading and will carry SDR colour spectrums alongside DTS 5.1 and DTS 2.0 audio options. Great to see these two coming to the 4K format, can't wait to check them out. Billy Wilder's Double Indemnity is coming to 4K Blu-ray on the 31st of May, courtesy of the Criterion Collection. This new release will hold 1 4K disc of the film presented in Dolby Vision HDR with an uncompressed mono soundtrack and 2 Blu-rays with the film and a range of special features. Brian De Palma's The Untouchables is celebrating its 35th anniversary with the 4K Blu-ray release on the 31st of May in the US and Canada and on the 6th of June in the UK. The US and Canada are receiving a standard version and a steelbook edition which features a nice 1930s-esque design. The UK is receiving the same steelbook plus a special collector's edition steelbook which includes a double-sided poster, 6 art cards and 2 business cards. The UK isn't getting a standard version. The releases will feature a new 4K restoration of the film presented in Dolby Vision HDR alongside a new Dolby Atmos soundtrack. Charles Bronson's Death Wish 2 is getting a 4K Blu-ray release on the 31st of May from Vinegar Syndrome. The release will feature a new 4K restoration of the film from the original 35mm camera negative, presented in HDR10 alongside the alternate TV version which has been restored in 2K from its 35mm into positive, plus a host of special features. I'd definitely like to see the first movie come to 4K Blu-ray, but that will be down to Paramount, who hold the rights for the film. Vinegar Syndrome are also releasing the 1988 indie horror film Flesh Eater onto 4K Blu-ray on the 31st of May. The release will have a new 4K restoration of the film, coming from the original 16mm camera negative, presented in HDR in its cinematographer and producer approved 133:1 aspect ratio for the first time on disc, along with a host of brand new extra features. In celebration of its 50th anniversary, Sony will release Peter H. Hunt's musical 1776 onto 4K Blu-ray with a 3-disc set on the 31st of May in the US and Canada. The 4K disc will carry Dolby Vision HDR presentations of two versions of the film, the 165-minute Director's Cut and the 167-minute Extended Cut, along with a new Dolby Atmos soundtrack. Disc 2 will also carry both cuts of the film, plus a selection of special features, and Disc 3 will hold another additional 2 cuts. The 1972 theatrical version of the film, presented in HD with original mono audio, and the 1992 Laserdisc version of the film, presented in standard definition with stereo audio. Fans of the movie have got plenty of content to choose from, especially with 4 cuts of the movie included. And lastly, after being pushed back due to a manufacturing delay, Happy Death Day 1 and 2 are arriving onto 4K Blu-ray on the 31st of May, from Shout Factory with standard versions and a Shout Factory exclusive set. The Shout Factory exclusive set includes 2 exclusive 18-inch by 24-inch roll posters and a limited edition enamel pin set, which is limited to 500 units and housed in a custom keepsake box. If you order the standard versions directly from shoutfactory.com, you will also get the rolled posters featuring the original theatrical artwork, and these are available while supplies last. Tech specs for all releases include a Dolby Vision HDR colour grading. So that's a wrap for May's 4K Blu-ray releases. Is there anything that catches your eye? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching guys, enjoy your movies, bye!